Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Waalaikumsalam.
Dr. Uswal, how are you?
Yes.
Is everything fine?
Yes, everything is fine. I already started the live streaming in Facebook. So hopefully the participants can start joining in another 15 minutes.
Okay, inshallah.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Dr. Zaid.
Good afternoon, Dr. Zaid.
Hi, Dr. Kazi. Hi. Afternoon, Dr. Swa. Dr. Amit, you're here?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, I'm here.
Okay, so just a small briefing, Dr. Amit. You will be the one announcing the winners of the best papers and best presenters, and also provide the closing remarks for the conference.
Yeah, I will do that. I think there are 3 best papers which I got the PPT, but are there 3 papers or 8 papers?
So there are 3 best paper awards and 7 best presenter awards. So in total there are 10 in total.
So
But they are separate.
both are different. Both are different.
Dr. Uswa, can you help? Dr. Shafiz?
All right, so the 3 best papers awards are for the 3 papers that received the highest marks during the review session in Easy Chair. And I just took the 3 top one and checked if they actually registered for the conference. So the top 3 ones are actually registered. So I just get that as the best paper award. And for the best presenters, we actually divided the technical presentations into 7 sessions. And for each 7 sessions, we appointed 1 chairperson. And that chairperson have to actually go through all 7 recorded videos, and they have to choose 1 best presenter from all those 7 videos.
All right. So I'm expected to read the 3 best papers, if I'm correct. Not the 7 best presenters. Or you want me to read those 7 best presenters as well?
I think you need to declare all the 10. The first, the best 3, then rest of the 7 best presenters.
Sure. Clear. I'll do that. Not a problem.
And just to confirm, Dr. Amit, so you will be presenting the PowerPoint as well, yes? So you'll be sharing your PowerPoint.
That's correct.
Okay. So of the flow is I will open the closing ceremony with some remarks, and then I will hand over to you for the announcement and closing speech.
Sure.
And then finish. Yes.
Yeah. Anybody else who is speaking, or only I'll be there?
No. So initially it was Dr. Vinit, but I think he passed it to you.
Yes.
So it will be Dr. Amit. Yeah.
I think Dr. Atif is there. Maybe we can request him to speak a bit as well, if he's okay.
Dr. Atif, what do you think? Are you up to giving some closing remarks as well?
Maybe a couple of minutes.
Dr. Atif? I think his line is also a bit.
Some comments. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. So
my line is not that clear. If you can hear me, then I'll try to give some closing remark as well.
Okay. So first, I will invite Dr. Amit to announce the winners and also provide some closing remarks. And then thereafter, I will invite Dr. Atif as well to give some closing remarks as well. And then we can end the session.
Sure.
Okay. Dr. Shafiz or Dr. Uswa, do you have anything to add, or Brother Kazi?
I think, brother, this is fine. This is fine. Do we have anything to say, or for example, the declaration of the next conference, or anything else really relevant to conference?
Yeah, I think we can definitely tell that the exact dates and other details will be announced, and the website remains same. We will becoming a maybe with the theme and all those things, maybe within a couple of months or something like that, because we don't have anything crisp as of now.
Exact dates will be very difficult. We
That's
just say
correct.
a probable time, a probable time.
See, I think we can tell them the same month that we will be doing it in the month of June of 2022.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, Dr. Dilip also mentioned to me if we can just mention roughly next year same month, so that will be uh, a good way of highlighting that this.
Could not hear you. Please tell me again, Dr. Atif.
If it is possible to highlight for next year same month, roughly within the month of June.
June, yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's perfect.
The time is to close.
It's 3 o'clock. When should we start?
Yes.
Okay, we may start now.
Okay, shall I start?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. You're looking very worried. Relax.
Sorry about that. I'm just nervous. All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon or morning, depending on where you are. And welcome to the closing ceremony of the International Conference on Computational Intelligence in Machine Learning 2021, ICCIML 2021. My name is Dr. Zaid, and I will be your host for this session. Distinguished guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, This inaugural conference of ours has featured over 50 paper presentations in the fields of artificial intelligence, deep learning, big data, machine learning, and also robotics. We truly hope that you have had a fruitful experience of learning, sharing, and networking. Truly, it has been a wonderful 2 days experience and session with all of you. I hope you have had the chance to have a look at the video presentations on YouTube and commenting and discussing and all of that. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that all good things must eventually come to an end. And so here we are in the closing ceremony. The fantastic presentations and works by, I'm sure, all of the participants of this conference will hopefully pave the way for future developments in the exciting field of artificial intelligence and machine learning, especially considering the uncertain world that we now live in with the pandemic and so on. But remember that even the titan that is Google also started just as a conference paper written by Sergey Brin and Larry Page way back in 1998. So maybe we can see the next Google come out from this conference. Anyway, we would like to reward the best and brightest of these wonderful works. The award will be for the 3 best paper awards, 1 for each track, and also 7 best presenter awards. And I am sure that we all are so very excited to find out who the winners are. So with this, I am truly honored to invite Dr. Amit Kumar, who is the ICCIML Technical Program Committee Chair, to announce the winners and also to give some closing remarks to the participants of the conference. Please welcome Dr. Amit.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jayed. In fact, from last couple of days, we have been seeing a very proactive face of yours, and we have been getting energized with all the deliberations which you have been coordinating between the sessions for the speakers and all. I'm pretty sure that our speakers must have got a lot of energy seeing you speaking. So I truly honor what you said, that all good things, they have to be wound up so that we move ahead, we learn from whatever we could improve in the future, whatever mistakes we did, or whatever good thing we could do. So this conference, in fact, I remember that last year when we started thinking of organizing it, we went and tried to find out an appropriate general chair. And then luckily, Vineet was in touch with Dr. Jacek, and Jacek kindly agreed. Jacek is an authority in artificial intelligence. If one of us can see his Wikipedia or his profile, he is a kind of authority with, I think, more than 20,000 plus citations. I think he has spent his lifetime in the artificial intelligence and computational intelligence. So he was kind enough to guide us through preparing the conference application, to all the proposal, to find out a publisher. And then that's how Springer was contacted. And there also people were evaluated the proposal, and they also found that the conference was quite timely. And before that, we went to find out how we'll be organizing this conference. And when we decided it, we thought that maybe the conditions will be improving and maybe we can go face to face, or maybe we will be doing it physically. But unfortunately, this was not on the cards, because when we planned it almost the pandemic was declining, and we were a bit hopeful. But again, this year again, with wave 2 and some places wave 3, it became very tough, and then we have to force our decision to go for a virtual conference. Nevertheless, I think our team did a fantastic job. In fact, this conference may be looking a virtual conference, but every other deliberation, what we faced in this conference was real. It was a promising approach what our team took. In fact, doing it with Zoom and live on the social media like YouTube and all, it actually created and set a great pace with which all the participants also, I could see that most of the sessions, people kept chit-chatting in the YouTube windows. They kept asking the questions. Dr. Jayed could pick some questions. He interacted with the speakers. Then all the things were quite interactive. In fact, for the conferences, if you see, networking is one thing which everybody wants to go to the conference. Otherwise, we can sit in our offices and publish the papers in a good journal as well. So this conference was able to provide a good opportunity to network, and now we know all the speakers, learned speakers, the paper presenters who can be contacted. We all have the contact details of them, and I hope the future set of conference of series of this conference will definitely bring more and more like-minded people who will be helping us and contributing to the conference. Coming up to the review process of this conference was very tightly scrutinized. We received around 150 or 200, I think it was around 200 plus papers, with which in some first scrutiny with the plagiarism and all, many papers were rejected out straightly at that time only. After that, every paper, we made sure that minimum 2 reviewers review it. Many of the papers are also reviewed by three people. So the scrutiny was quite good. So I can assure the participants that the papers, if your paper was accepted in this conference, you must have done a kind of quality work which satisfied the reviewers who could accept your papers to be presented in the conference. And what to say about the collaborators of this conference? We are all friends now, but one year before, when we started the thing, we did not know each other quite well. But now we have got a good tuning, we have got a good chemistry, 3 good institutions. We have a CMR Institute of Technology, we have UTM Malaysia, we have the SJBIT. So every organization contributed. In fact, the countries, Bangladesh, countries like nearby Asian countries also came and participated generously to this conference. Otherwise, getting the quality papers is definitely a big challenge, specifically in this pandemic when everything is going quite virtual. So I want to thank all our team members who took a lot of pain in bringing this conference to this stage. Every successful story looks quite marvelous and quite glittery, but behind this glittery thing, there is a lot of effort which goes on. I remember Dr. Atif calling for the meeting every month, quite a couple of times, gathering people, talking to small points, clarifying the things, and bringing us all in a quite of good team. So I thank Dr. Atif for leading and paving the way forward. I thank Dr. Uswa, who has taken a lot of pain. If you see this conference happening in this mode today, I think she has to be given a lot of credit for this. She has tested it. She has brought the system. She came with the suggestions, and then it worked so well. And if you see, it is all, there is no disturbance. If you see in the virtual conferences, there are a lot of disturbances, sometimes network problems, sometimes voice problem. But in this conference, we have been very seamless because of her efforts. So I really thank Dr. Uswa for taking a lot of initiative and a lot of pain to do this. I also thank, I'm sorry if I missed some names, but I think we are all one team, and we have been working like under an umbrella. I thank the general chairs, Jacek and Vineet, for coming together and then putting up the pace. I also thank Dr. Ahmad, who is the general secretary. I also thank the deputy secretary, Dr. Kamaluddin. I thank Dr. Jul Hilmi. I thank Dr. Salamat. I thank Dr. Alam Siddiqui. I thank our steering committee members, Sabrina and George, one is from UK and another is from Italy, that is Europe. I also thank our program committee members, Dr. Jahangir Alam, Dr. Sahlan, Dr. Uswa, who has been taking a lot of initiative and pains. Publication committee, Dr. Jaid bin Omar and Dr. Mosmi. Publicity committee, I thank Dr. Rosli, I thank Dr. Binti Saifi, and the organizing chairs, Muhammad Usman and Vijayalata Reddy. So this team has been a phenomenal team to work with, and I really thank all of you with deepest core of the heart to bring this conference to this level. Now coming at the conference, how it went last couple of days, I'll just quickly cover that part as well. So we had 3 sessions. which was divided into different tracks. We had the sessions on artificial intelligence. We had the session on the deep learning and big data. We also had a session on machine learning, and another session was on the machine learning and the robotics. So I must thank the chairpersons of these sessions, Dr. Dilsad Ansari, Dr. KG Noor, who chaired this deep learning and big data session, Dr. Usmanullah, who chaired the deep learning and big data, machine learning, Professor Madhya, Professor Muhammad Nurul Huda, who chaired the machine learning one, and Dr. Safi Soja Salan, who chaired the machine learning and robotics session. So all these sessions were very, again, scrutinized, how the presentations were uploaded, how the quality of the presentation is, and the quality of work before we actually came up with the best authors. So I will just name the best presenters first before I announce the best papers. So best papers, I will name it. Can I share the screen, Dr. Jayad, if I'm allowed to?
Yes, absolutely.
It is disabled. It says it is disabled.
Dr. Uswa, can you?
I have enabled it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I got it now. Just a minute. So you can see these are the best presenters of our conference. Artificial Intelligence Session 1. So paper ID 7, Muhammad Ajli Bin Channel Abidin and Dr. Kumaresan. That paper title was Fuzzy Logic in Battery Energy Storage. And this was from University of Technology, Malaysia. So I really congratulate the authors of paper ID 7. Then from the Artificial Intelligence track 2, we had paper ID 767. This again is from University of Technology, Malaysia, and it was on fuzzy logic control for quadrature, micro aerial vehicle altitude, and attitude stabilization. So congratulations to University of Technology, Malaysia and authors of paper ID 67. The best presenter for the database track 1 was deep learning and big data track. The paper ID is detection of mobile phone users while driving using computer vision and deep learning. And the paper ID is 27. Again, it is from University of Technology, Malaysia. Congratulations to the authors of paper ID 27. Then database 2, we had the paper titled SDDC, SDDSC net, SAMI's dilated based depth-wise separable convolution neural network with undecimated discrete wavelet fusion for change detection. This is from SDGS Institute of Engineering and Technology, Nanded, which is in the state of Maharashtra in India. So I congratulate the authors of paper ID 72 for getting one of the best, getting into the one of the best presenters. Then we come on to the machine learning track 1. And for this paper ID 52, which was authored by Rajami Chase Hassan, Najan Muhammad Said, and Idham Khalil. This is from University of Technology, Malaysia. And a lot of appreciations and congratulations to University of Technology, Malaysia and the authors of paper ID 52 for getting into this list of best authors. Then machine learning track 2, paper ID 69, which was authored by Rubina Banu and M.H. Sidram, object detection with occlusion handling in maritime surveillance using histogram of oriented gradient. That is from JSS Science and Technology University, Mysore, that is in the state of Karnataka of India. So congratulations to authors of paper ID 69. And the last best author presentation recognition goes to the machine learning and robotics track, paper ID 81. Is from University of Technology, Malaysia again. And the paper title was Path Planning Based on Inflated Medial Axis and Probabilistic Roadmap for Duct Environment. So these are the best presenters of our conference. And they all will be presented with a certificate of recognition by the authorities of the conference. So many congratulations for submitting the papers to this conference, considering this conference for your fine work, and then all of you for this great recognition. Then we come on to the best papers. So here are our best papers. Oh, I think it was for the best paper presenters. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I think these three best papers chronologically. So the third best paper is paper ID 68, that is by Muhammad Khalilujam, Tamina Afroj, and Tanjida Begum Tani. And the paper title is Deep Learning Based Model for COVID-19 Pneumonia Prediction with Pulmonary CT Images. That is from International Islamic University, Chittagong. In fact, this work is so need of the hour work. There are many patients who are developing the lung infections in this COVID scenario. And even after treatment of the COVID properly, even after the COVID infection is totally gone, lung infection is with the patients for a longer time. So I think this paper, this work will definitely be a very important kind of work when it is published in the public domain for our medical friends and the medical fraternity as well. So congratulations to the authors of paper ID 68. Then the second best paper award goes to paper ID 62. That is from Samala Devi Munisami, Uma Maheswar Reddy Ganta, Teja Swarup Balla, and Kiran Kumar Rachapati. And the paper ID was regressors with ANOVA reduced features for tariff rate prediction using machine learning. And this is from WealthTech Rangarajan, Dr. Sabuthala, R&D Institute of Technology and Science and Technology. So congratulations to the great work by the authors of paper ID 62, and you are considered as the second best paper of the whole conference, ICCIML. And the best paper of the whole conference is paper ID 20, which is authored by Marvin Dares, Kai Woon Go, Ye Seng Ko, Ching Fai Yong, Eileen L.M. Su, and Ping Hua Tan. I'm very sorry if I am pronouncing the names incorrectly because of our different accents of the English. But I wholeheartedly congratulate the authors of this paper. And the paper title was Automated Guided Vehicle Robot Localization with Sensor Fusion. Very important piece of work, which is definitely going to contribute to this sensors area. And this paper was authored by the authors of University of Technology, Malaysia. So I congratulate the authors of this best paper, paper ID 20, and University of Technology, Malaysia for backing up the best paper award in this ICCIML 2020. And I again thank all the authors, all the participants who very patiently attended all our sessions, asked the questions, interacted with the speakers, though virtually, but they made sure that this conference is not really very virtual, and they made us feel that we are just simply not seeing each other face to face, but this is not less than a physical conference. So with this, I thank you all very much, and I'm hoping that we will be organizing the second edition of this conference in 2022, and hopefully this time we will make sure, we will try that we all see each other, we all meet each other, we all have lunch with each other, we all go for sightseeing with each other, and we will definitely find a good location for this conference where we can call all the participants, all our team members, and we will be face to face. So with this, I thank all the team members, all the participants, all the conference team, and the people whom I could not name because I did not have the list. Maybe by any means, if you are connected to the conference and have supported the conference, many, many thanks. And I look forward to see you all in 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amir, for that wonderful closing remarks and the sharing. Indeed, we have gone through a lot together from the last couple of months, even since last year, all the things that we went through. And we're very glad to have finally managed to succeed to, come to the end of this conference that we worked on together. So congratulations are in order to all the winners and the recipients of the Best Paper and Best Presentation Awards. Allow me to just reiterate the names of the winners. So let me share my screen. So the best presentations first goes to Muhammad Azali Zainal Abidin and Dr. Kumaresan. Next paper, authored by Aminur Rashid Nordin, Muhammad Arifan and Basri, and Zaharuddin Muhammad. Next, authored by Yo Mei Hui, Usman Sheikh, and Nurul Izaila Alias. Next best presentation, authored by Parmeshwar Patil, Raghunath Holambe, and Laxman Wakmare. Next winner, authored by Rozaimi Che Hassan, Najhan Mad Said, and Idham Khalil. Next best paper presenter, authored by Rubina Banu and M.H. Sidram. Next best paper presentation, authored by Ahmad Ridwan Muhammad Kamil, Sheikh Muhammad Shitil, Zulhilmi Ismail, Muhammad Saiful Azimi Mahmud, and Ahmad Atif Muhammad Fauzi. So these are the 7 best presenters. And as for the best papers, just a little bit of clarification. Actually, there are no rankings for third, second, or first. So actually, these best papers, the top 3, they are equal winners for the best papers. So they are the paper titled Automated Guided Vehicle Robot Localization with Sensor Fusion, authored by Marvin Dares, Kai Woon Go, Yi Xing Ko, Chi Fai Yong, Eileen L.M. Su, and Ping Hua Tan. The second best paper is awarded to the paper entitled Regressors with ANOVA Reduced Features for Tariff Rate Prediction Using Machine Learning, authored by Shyamala Devi Munisami, Umama Heshwar Reddy Ganta, Teja Swarup Bala, and Kiran Kumar Rachaputi. And the final best paper award goes to the paper entitled Deep Learning-Based Model for COVID-19 Pneumonia Prediction with Pulmonary CT Images, authored by Muhammad Khaliluzzaman, Tamima Afroz, and Tanzina Begum Tani. So I must let us all again together congratulate all the winners of the best papers and best presentations. Each of the winners will receive an e-certificate exactly like this one, which you can print out and you can save, of course. So congratulations once again. Okay, next up, I am most privileged and I'm very, very honored to invite the backbone. This person is the backbone of the conference. He has been the one who has worked so much and galvanized everyone to work together with him to realize this conference, to make this conference a reality. It would be fair to say that without this person, then the conference would not be as it is today. So let us all give a big round of applause to Dr. Ahmad Atif Muhammad Fauzi to give the last words and closing remarks on behalf of the organizing committee as well. Over to you, Dr. Atif, please welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zaid Omar, for the nice welcoming remarks and also the announcement of the winners of the best paper and also the best presenters. So I would like to congratulate again all the winners of the award. And I believe all 50 participants are all the winners of our conference today and yesterday, because as what Dr. Amit was mentioned, the list of participants was quite high in numbers, but then we have already filtered the best presenters, on the writing skills of your paper to be selected for this 2-day event. So namaste and also Shubho Shokal to all from Malaysia, from India, and also from Bangladesh. And I believe there are also some of our participants outside of these 3 countries. I would like to thank for all to be able to join in for this final session of our conference, ICCIML 2021. So we are at the end of the session, and I would like to say my biggest thanks to all the committee members, starting from Dr. Vinit Kumar as the General Chair, to Dr. Uswa, Dr. Amit, Dr. Zaid, Dr. Shafiz, Dr. Kazi, and so on. We have a list of our committee members, but these are the main players who have helped together to make this event a success. So I would like to give a little bit overview of how we started. So in 2020, early 2020, I was invited by CMR, College of Engineering and Technology, to deliver a face-to-face keynote speech before we have this COVID-19 pandemic issues. So after the conference, we started to discuss and plan what are the possible collaborations that we can do. And from there are a few ideas of how we can do co-supervision, arrange our talks and speech together, and also to organize conference. And I believe that was the initial point where I met Dr. Vinit and some of our friends from India. So it was a very interesting experience where I have visited Hyderabad in India, and that was my first visit to India actually. So I eat roti because in Malaysia we have roti canai, but then in India I have the experience of eating the original roti. So that was my biggest experience with the very delicious dal. Um, and my contacts with USTC, because this conference is a collaboration conference between UTM Malaysia together with CMR from India, as well as USTC from Bangladesh. So again, our initial meet up was through conference, and from conference, Brother Kazi from USTC, even we met each other in Kuala Lumpur in Cyberjaya, and we have some few discussions. I was invited by USTC also in a few of their programs, and I was very happy that yesterday the Vice Chancellor of USTC, Professor Jahangir Alam, was able to deliver his welcoming remark on the conference. So this is a very collaborative event that from the management side of the universities are spotting this event very well, from USTC, from CMR, and also from UTM. So again, I believe for all viewers, participants, students, postgraduate, or maybe some of us from the undergraduate level, you have been coming for this session. Although this is not a face-to-face event as how we normally organize conference. In normally, this event is conducted together while we are having our lunch maybe, or having our dinner. But then because of this pandemic, we couldn't have this kind of event together. Or maybe we can have some cultural events if we are organizing it face to face. If in Malaysia, you can have tarian zapin maybe, or in India, maybe there are some cultural dance as well as in Bangladesh. So we have missed some of this opportunity, but I believe with the current technology that we have, Zoom is also, YouTube Live is also, the best alternative that we can use, so that we can continue to be together, although we are having this session online. And what was highlighted by Dr. Amit is very, very true, that our program committee, Dr. Uswa, have helped in arranging the session so that the session can be running well. So we have the session to be organized in a synchronous way. So from our committee review, we have seen that the average technical paper presentation view is around 10 views per paper. And there are some of the papers who have more than 100 views. So this is a good way for you to also highlight your presentation in some of the, media and so on, so that you can share your work to others. And the live streaming session yesterday, we have roughly around 50, and there are around 300 views for yesterday opening altogether, right? So during the live session, it was around 50, but then after that, we have nearly around 300 viewers. So I believe that this is a very good event, a successful event for us three countries, and hopefully we can coordinate and collaborate again together uh, for the better. Maybe there are some limitations in the organizing committee, that we are sorry, and we hopefully pray that the condition will be better and we can organize a more improved conference in the future years. So a very thank you to all. Donabat, thank you very much. Arigato in Japanese we say. So we hopefully would like to see you face to face in the next event. And I would like to congratulate again for everyone who is able to join our ICCIML 2021 this year. So with that, thank you very much. I would like to pass back to you, Dr. Zai. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Dr. Atif. Perfect send-off to this wonderful conference that we had. And that wraps it up, everyone. So again, thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for contributing. Thank you all for participating. Till the next conference, we meet again. Assalamu alaikum and goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Let us have one more final picture
Okay, turn on camera, everyone.
for those who are in Zoom.
Dr. Osman. Dr. Osman Ari. Hey, Dr. Osman.
I'm here, but I can't see myself.
Can
I
see.
Okay. Dr.
Right.
Vinit is not turned on. Okay, 1, 2,
So we
3.
have 9 over here. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, guys. It's been fun.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you very
Thank you,
much,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you very
Assalamualaikum
much,
warahmatullahi
everyone.
Be safe.